I was brought up in church. We were in church every time the doors were open. And I moved out of the house at 17 years old. And I ended up joining a band. We played in bars and nightclubs, and nothing ever good happens in those kind of places. I started dabbling with stuff, and before I knew it, I was full blown kind of stuck in a bad place. I would try to get sober. I would check myself in somewhere, and that would last anywhere from a day to a week to several months. I stretched a couple of years. And golly, we met when I was 34?
32.
32, sorry. We met when I was 32. And I was in the middle of it. It wasn't a good time to be in a relationship.
And at that time, I had no idea.
Yeah, she didn't know. I didn't share it with her. Things were okay while we were dating. I don't think it really reared its head bad until we got married.
There was a significant financial effect that I discovered. So that was kind of how I found out.
She was frustrated. She was mad, and she had all right to be that way. And so I checked myself into a facility, and I can remember probably the third or fourth day I was there, I was just sitting in the room I had by myself, and I just couldn't do it anymore. You know what I mean? And sorry. And I think I finally surrendered and said, I know I can't do this. I just kind of gave up,
Gave it over to him.
I did. And she came and picked me up, and I think I told her, I said, I'm done. Been sober ever since, and it's 14 years.
I think that through trials and tribulations, your faith grows. I think those struggles, not only show you over and over again that, that God is there with you every single time, every step of the way, but that he's going to get you to the other side. He's writing a beautiful story, and he has already, I think, in our family and our marriage. 14 years so far of sobriety.
Yeah.
2 beautiful children, and a desire to want to worship him and learn him and get to know him and walk with him together, as husband and wife and as parents with our children. I think that's what those obstacles and those challenges have brought us to.
Yeah. If somebody's waiting for a miracle, that they need to understand, one, that God loves you more than anything.
You're not forgotten.
You're not forgotten. It's in his time.
Mm-hmm.
And just be still and know that God does work miracles. If he can pull me out of the pit I was in, as far down as I was, he can do anything.
Same.
He can do anything.